the juicy part of the show. I'm going to read you a little intel. Okay, confirmed yesterday, I posted a rumor that the CCP was kidnapping college kids, and ended up being true. Okay, here's the entire story. Because the guy linked video did not get the entire story, I held off posting this as a fact because I did not have the video. Over 100 universities in China, CCP agents simultaneously hit all of them while students were on lunch break, and they raided the cafeterias. All the students were ordered, all the cafeterias during lunch, ordered into white buses, which arrived in numbers sufficient to take them all away. Anyone who resisted was immediately arrested and hauled off in a different way. I came across rumors of this yesterday, but was too skeptical to post it, but ended up being true. The CCP just nailed its universities while kids were concentrated in cafeterias and took them away. It was a huge extended operation that went into the night. All the kids were either willing or under arrest. So if they weren't willing, they were under arrest. The video I have linked, which clearly shows this is happening, is not blurry UFO footage. It disappears. Either China's expecting a nuclear war or is taking kids to a safe shelter to preserve them. No. Or there's a new outbreak of something terrible. At best, youngest and brightest to safe shelter somewhere, or for some reason there's a political need to pre-program them all. I think it's one or two. It's either one or two, as this was far too random and complete, and at least they need foot soldiers for war. Yeah. The problem is that they grabbed both boys and girls, and they were in the top intellectual class that would be necessary to preserve in a war. Okay, interesting. College is a bit old to grab for military reasons, where there's 18-year-olds where 18 years are preferred because they're easy to program. They could get all their foot soldiers they need from the general public. Something else is amiss here, and it's probably very bad. Okay. It's a little, intense video. I think most people that are, over 18 can handle it, and some under 18. It's much less graphic than what's on TV that they show to young children. So, yeah, let's take a look at this, okay? Here we go. Let's move it back.
Now happening in multiple universities.
In China.
Almost 100 universities were randomly attacked by the CCP police, and the students are confused because there were no protests going on, but students were being grabbed and arrested. And reports are that some people were getting footages on some of these universities were shut down by the CCP. They were like heavy military equipment, a lot of unmarked buses, and massive police buses. So apparently I'm considering like this is a massive kidnapping campaign, either for future operations for the CCP or they're planning for a war and they need recruitment. So they're going to kidnap these students either to recruit them to the CCP army, or they just need more organ harvesting or more hard labor. And I really cannot put my finger on this, but this is terrifying. Because every one of these rushes that the CCP did, all these attacks were unrevoked. You need to hear some more footages. It's unbelievable, and people in America support communism. How stupid is that? And here's outside. Students were watching to see what's going on. So in this video, the police were preparing all the students to come outside, and any students who were resisting arrest got arrested. There's something to think about. I mean, how messed up is this, ladies and gentlemen? And you still have America supporting communism in this country. And in this video, you had the police just throwing objects at students, provoking them to attack. A regular standard police procedure. This footage, you have police just dragging students away. At another university, put them in unmarked buses. So they either try to find wives or future recruitments. In this video, most of these people who were arrested were all girls, so they're probably wives.
Oh my God.
All service to China. Unfreaking believable. This is the same country that attacked the United States, and the United States attacked the United States. But let's continue. Here's some more videos. Police brutality. But is that weird how China was pushing Asian Lives Matter, calling Americans racist, and then the CCP does this to their own people, doing this to Asians? Would anyone like to point out the hypocrisy in this? I would. Here's some more footage when the police were getting in fist fights with students, passing with batons and shields. So, it's unfreaking believable about what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're going to probably find out why they did this, because this is totally unprovoked. So I'm guessing probably within a couple of days or so, you're going to have massive protests when China start up again because of this footage. Chinese students were on a lunch break, apparently, and then the CCP just came in to start grabbing and attacking people. There is something going on in China, ladies and gentlemen, and whatever it is, we're going to find out. And this is why people hate police, ladies and gentlemen. They all do the same exact thing. Power hungry. This is footage I told you about that people got of unmarked buses surrounding whole entire universities. So the police and the military are kidnapping students. Students are disappearing. This is very similar to what you saw during the Hong Kong protests. But one thing is for certain, that there were no protests that provoked these massive arrests. So there's a future war coming on, or China is planning for a major operation. So with that said, my name is Go, subscribe and like my videos, and have a good one.
Thank you. Okay, my comment is that this is a lot less violent and less aggressive than the Black Lives Matter Antifa protests. Okay, and I have to say that the Chinese police, they really should be defunded. That's which police department should be defunded is the Chinese police department, the CCP. Of course, those things that they're trying to do to us, our police are good, pretty much. I mean, there's some corrupt ones, but majority of them are good. Whereas the CCP police, defund the police. There is the CIA propaganda. Defund the police. They should do that in China. Defund the police. There we go. Yes. So we have the 7 things they're doing, as I mentioned. We have defund the police. Here it's not working, but they need to do it in China for sure. So this is good propaganda for defund the police, but that would be for China, not for the U.S. Number 2, the weather, climate control. He's trying to push us into Paris Accord again. They can't do that because they don't have the weather weapons. They're taken. They got seized and Ever Given and all these other ships. And the 3rd thing, and the top of what they're doing, the color revolution, not working because most of the jailed people have been released, and they attack the Asians, and mostly black attacking Asians. So for that girl, Miss Ebony on Housewives of New York, if you feel that you should have recompensation or whatever you want, I think I need some too, because my Chinese people worked and built the railroads. So yes, I need some too, if you're going to try to get some. She's another radical person on another Bravo show, Housewives of New York. Okay. And okay, let's continue. We have gun grab. It's failed. We have illegal search, exposed, as we see all the time. That would be, what's happening, with the Family Endeavors and Sister Norma Pimentel. What a name. And yeah, and then we have the economic crash, which they're still trying to do that. And basically, those cities are pretty much broke. DC's broke. We have the Vatican that's broke. And, there's, I think, London is broke too. So City of London broke, Vatican broke, and we have DC that's broke. So they don't say the United States, they're saying the city of DC. So those three places, those three cities, Vatican, City of London, and DC. So yes, I was going to wonder if I need to put 18 and over, but no. This is a lot less violent than any Antifa Black Lives Matter protest. So yes, they are way worse. This was mundane. There's no weapons, there's no fire, there's nothing, but they need to defund the CCP police. That's all I have to say. That's one thing I have to say. Yeah. The Chinese police, the CCP police, and I'm Chinese. 你们很坏的，你们是坏人. You guys are bad people. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay.